So, good afternoon guys, another rainy day here in England. What I want to talk about today is myofascial. It's something I've seen recently posted up on Facebook, and it's something people seemingly are unaware of. So this is Beau. She's a Hanoverian warm blood. She's 16 years old, and before she got to me, which is about a year ago, she actually didn't do an awful lot of work. So I've been bringing her into work. We've been working on, you know, getting rid of that little fat belly there. And just basically manners and just building her up. Now, I unfortunately had an accident back in May, which has taken us back a few steps, but in fact, it's actually helped us an awful lot. We've reconnected and we've really worked well on just our walk and trots. So you may not be aware what myofascial is, and any certified equine sport massage and rehab therapist should actually be able to tell you what myofascial is and help you with it with your horse. So myofascial is actually a membrane that runs through their body, and it's under their skin and above their muscle. Now, what can happen with this membrane is it actually becomes attached to your horse's muscle, and that can cause a lot of discomfort for your horse. Not so much pain, baby, but discomfort. Now, generally, if you run your fingers along your horse, nothing happens. It's just a finger going across. However, with some horses and with her, you will see this line. I will circle it for you in the video. If you can't see it, it's just running up here. So if I run my fingers here, it's just, see that little line there? That means that Beau here, her myofascial is attached to her muscle. Now, Beau has an awful lot of issues with saddling. She likes to try and take a bite out of herself, try and take a bite out of me. She tucks under, she moves, she just doesn't react happily to having her saddle on board. Now, she has no pain in her back whatsoever. I have obviously, being a sport masseuse, I have checked this 100 times over, and there's nothing wrong with her back. She doesn't have stomach ulcers. She has no form of kissing spine or anything like that. She's perfectly healthy. Some people call it a mare issue. Yeah, could be just a mare thing. However, it could also be her myofascial. So if you have this issue with your horse, then it may be a good idea to get hold of your local qualified ESMT. Your vet may have a list, and always do check with your vet before you get an ESMT to come to you if it is okay for your horse. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what she does when I put her saddle on. Now, unfortunately, I am the only person on this yard, so it's going to be quite hard to film it and do it at the same time. So let's see how this goes. So I've just slung her saddle on with one hand, and as you can see, head goes up a bit, moving the feet a bit, bearing in mind the saddle is on and there's no girth. Now, if I go in and tickle, there we go. That's what we get. We get very unhappy mare, we get moving mare, we get tail swishing. No, not happy. Hey, you're not happy. And that's okay. She's telling me that she's uncomfortable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some myofascial exercise, try and get the myofascial to release, and then I'm going to resaddle her and see if there's any difference. Now, I'm going to do it once, and we're going to see how it goes. So obviously she is now a little bit grumpy because I put her saddle on, but that's okay, isn't it, baby girl? So we're just going to do some warm up through, and what I plan to do is I'm not actually going to do a full body massage. She gets those anyway. That's the perks of having a masseuse as an owner, isn't it? Hey? We have to ignore jealous baby kicking the door over there. So I'm just going to run through her muscles. Come here. We're just going to run through her muscles, just warm everything up. She's been in her box today because it's been another lovely day in the world of England, so we didn't want her getting too dirty and grubby. So I am just literally running through. Now I know my horse and I know what sort of massage she likes. Some horses like to be massaged quite tough, and some like them quite gentle. Now she doesn't like to be really patted through, so we're just going to go from here. So again, I'm just going to do the finger test. Now obviously I've got lovely long nails, which really helps. We're just going to pop them in there and we're going to go along. So already she's uncomfortable with what I am doing. Now if I brush her, that's what she does. Good girl. So it is really difficult to show you how to release myofascial with one hand, which is really lovely. I do groom my horse, I promise. And recording at the same time. So I will show you the principle of it, and it is just trying to pull through their skin and rolling the skin to release the fascial. Now if they've got quite tight myofascial, which she really has, because she is not happy with this being done, then it can take a lot of work, which this is obviously going to do. And that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will start videoing again afterwards. So I just want to point something out real quick whilst I'm trying to do this myofascial, because it is really tight. About 2 minutes ago, I'm doing this area here, and you witnessed her trying to eat me alive. Now I'm doing the same area, and she's calming down, which means there is an improvement already within 2 minutes. So after about half an hour of doing this part here, so this is just this left hand girth side, I haven't even got higher up, you can already see when I do the line across here, that top line there isn't there anymore, it's gone. So that means the myofascial has been released. So as you saw previously with BB, who is now half asleep, she would bite me, or try to bite me, or herself, whenever I touched her girth and saddle area. Now I have been working on this one area now for about 40 minutes. Again, line's gone, so there isn't myofascial. Well, I'm not saying it's all gone, but there isn't any. Hello baby. There isn't any on this side. So now I'm going to show you back. No tail swishing. Oh, she wants an itch. Hang on. What there? Good girl. So there's no tail swishing. Side. No, doesn't care. All she does is she wants me to itch. Where do you want me to itch? Here? You want me to itch in here? Is that better? Good girl. Again, lower down her side. No biting, no tail swishing. Under her girth. On this side. No biting, no tail swishing. So already I'm astounded myself, and knowing that I do this work anyway, of the improvement already in 40 minutes of just doing a myofascial release. She's quite happy, although that's a miserable mare face we've got on, probably because we want dinner, don't we? So what I've done now, I've come around the other side. She's a little bit antsy already. I haven't even touched her yet. Again, we're going to go myofascial, so you can just, although the line is a bit, there you go, there it is, you can see that line running higher up. Now, not so much, no, not really uncomfortable. We're going to tickle down, we're going to tickle under. No, we seem to be alright. So that tells me already that although she may be feeling uncomfortable, she's not actually giving the signs. Oh, there we go, had a little bite of ourselves. So there are a few things that she does, but she knows what I'm going to do now, so I think she's a lot more relaxed. Good girl. So, it has been an hour and 10 maybe. As you can see by my lovely coloured hands, I've been going in quite deep. You can see where it brings up all the dust and dirt. on her. Honestly, we do love a good clean horse, but that never happens, especially in winter. So my next plan now is to pop her saddle back on and just do the exact same exercise that I did earlier, touching her in areas and just seeing if there's any improvement at all. So here we go. I've just taken a deep breath, hoping this goes well. Now her saddle's on, she's looking kind of happy. Tail's not swishing. That's a good sign, right? Yeah? Oh God. So I'm touching her under a saddle pad. Got a slight tail swish. Touching her girth area. Stepping, but no biting, no tail swishing. Let's go around the other side. Under her saddle pad. Don't think I count that as a tail swish. Oh, there we go. So, and again, and that's her girth area. So that's fine. So maybe, because she didn't react as much, although she's... No, we're still not looking very happy. We're not swishing though. But maybe, because... There we go. Because she didn't react as much in the first place when I went to look at the myofascial this side, maybe I didn't work on it as hard as what I should have. And that's fine, because all I'll do is I'll do another session tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure all of you can see the stark difference between this kind of happy looking ready to work mare that I've got now compared to the absolute crocodile that I had on my hands an hour ago. So I am Carly Matthews ESMT. My website is justcallcarly.co.uk. You can also find me on Facebook at justcallcarly. This is Beau and we're out.